बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। प्रथमं सद्गुरुं वन्दे श्रीकृष्णं तदनन्तरं गुरुः पापात्मनां त्राता श्रीकृष्णस्त्वमलात्मा चेतो दर्पणमार्जन भवमहादाग्निर्वापनम् श्रेयः कैरवचन्द्रिका वितरणं विद्यावधूजीवनम् आनन्दाम्बुधिवर्धनं प्रतिपदं पूर्णामृता स्वादनम् सर्वात्मस्नपनं परं विजयति श्रीकृष्ण संकीर्तनम् नमः कमलनाभाय नमः कमलमालिने नमः कमलपादाय नमस्ते कमलेक्षणे यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रहिणोति तस्मै तद्ध्वं हदेवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशं मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये। बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। आदरणीय पंडित जी, प्रिय भक्त समुदाय, महानुभाव, Revered Panditji, dearest devotees of the Supreme Lord, the Divine Source. First, let me say Radhe Radhe to each and everyone, and my pranam, my humblest prostrations to all of you. Today we are once again at the River Ranch in conjunction with the Vrindavan Eco Village in the Divine Satsang this evening. I'd like you to join me in a few minutes of chanting. We just don't have dholak player, but we'll just join and chant. Chanting the name of Bhagavan is very important. We're told in the scriptures, in this age of Kali Yuga, nothing else we can do but chant the divine name. Karma Sundaji says to Guruji in the Ramayana, Kali Yuga Mahima, Kali Yuga Yoga Najagya Jnana. The age of Kali Yuga, one cannot do yoga, one cannot do yajna, one cannot follow the path of jnana. What do we do? Ek Adhara Rama Gunagana. Just chant the name of the Lord, that's all. Bhajo Giridhar Govinda Gopada Bhajo Giridhar Govinda Gopada Bhajo Govinda Gopala. Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai. Now let's pay close attention and listen carefully. We are searching for something in this world from beginningless time. The search has been from beginningless time. Why? Because we, Jivatma, individual soul, is also beginningless, eternal. Gyagyaudva vaja visha nisha vaja yeka bhokti bhogyata yukta anantaschatma vishwarupo yakarta tayam yada vindate brahmeta. Shvetashvatara Upanishad, chapter 1, verse 9. The Vedas are saying both God, the Supreme Lord, the Supreme Power, and the Jivatma, the individual soul, are on board eternal, beginningless. Aj. Someone speak so loud. Can you tell them to speak so loud? Bhagavad also says, Suparnavetau sadrishau sakhayo yadichayetau kritanidau cha vrikshe ekastayo khadati pippalana manyo niranto pibalena bhuya. Bhagavad Mahapuran, 11th canto, 11th chapter, 6th verse. Shri Krishna said to Uddhav, Jivatma, the individual soul, as well as Bhagavan, are unborn, eternal, beginningless. Gita also, Najayate mriyate va kadachinayam bhutva bhavitavana bhuya ajo nitya shashvatuyam purano nahanyate hanyamane sharire. Chapter 2 verse 20 Gita. The Jivatma, the individual soul, does not take birth nor does it die. Nor having come into existence does it cease to be, because it is unborn, eternal and most ancient. It is not destroyed even when the body is destroyed. So we, the Jivatma, the individual soul, are eternal beginnings. And we've all been searching for what? For happiness. Sukha, Anand. Why? Because we are a fraction of happiness. We are a fraction of God. Shri Krishna says in Gita, Mamaevansho jivaloke jivabhutaha sanatana. Chapter 15 verse 7 Gita. The Jivatma, the individual soul, are eternal part, fraction of God. Sanatan Ansh. And who is God? What is God? The Vedas say, Raso vai sahara sakwam hevayam labdva nandi bhavati. Taittiriya Upanishad chapter 2 verse 7. The Vedas say, God, Shri Krishna is ras, bliss, happiness. And it's a natural law that every part, every fraction has a natural love for the whole and wants to become one. So we, the Jivatma, the individual soul, being eternal part, fraction of Shri Krishna, naturally loves and wants only Shri Krishna. And because Shri Krishna is happiness, Anand, bliss, happiness, that's why we all want only happiness. Every action we perform in the world is only for one thing. The surprising fact is that we have been searching for this happiness from beginningless time. And yet, we have not attained even the tiniest drop of true happiness, even once, even a dream. People think, and they will claim, they have found happiness in the world. Not the great big happiness of Bhagavan, small happiness, but they will say, I found happiness. That obviously means that we don't know or understand what happiness is. The Vedas, our highest authority, gives a definition for happiness. Yovai bhuma tat sukham chandogya Upanishad. Bhumaiva sukham Ved. In other words, that which is infinite, eternal, immeasurable, beginningless, is called sukh or happiness. Once attained, it is possessed forever. You will never become separate from it ever again. You will never experience sorrow ever again. Have we attained such a thing? No. Whatever we have attained is just our delusion. Not happiness, not true happiness. And we keep searching, we can't help it. We have to, it's our nature. Until and unless we don't find true lasting happiness. In other words, attain in God, we cannot remain inactive. Nahi kashchit kshanamapi jatu tishthatya karmakrit. Chapter 3, verse 5, Gita. Shri Krishna says it's impossible for the individual soul to remain inactive even for a moment. So we have to continue, we have to perform action. And it's all for one thing only. Happiness, sukh, anand, bliss. So there's none in the world. But we've heard about a place called heaven, Swarga. And that there is happiness there. Lots of people want to go to heaven. Many of us like to think that when our near and dear ones have died, they have gone to heaven. People write letters. हमारा पिता का स्वर्गवास हो गया, हमारा माता जी का, हमारी माता जी की स्वर्गवास हो गया. My mother's gone to heaven, my father's gone to heaven, etc. We think that heaven is a great place, that we will find happiness there. But is there a very systematic evaluation? There are many heavenly regions. And a very systematic evaluation of the happiness found in each heavenly region is given the Taittiriya Upanishad. Taittiriya Upanishad, chapter 2, verse 8. Saisha nandasya vimansa bhavati yuvasyat sadhu yuvadhyayaka ashishto dadishto balishto tasyam prithvi sarva vitasya purnasyat sa eko manusha ananda deshatam manusha ananda sa eko manusha gandharvanam ananda deshatam manusha gandharvanam ananda sa eko deva gandharvanam ananda deshatam deva gandharvanam ananda sa ekah pitrinam chiraloka lokanam ananda deshatam pitrinam chiraloka lokanam ananda स एक आजान जानाम देवानाम आनंदा ते शतम आजान जानाम देवानाम आनंदा स एकः कर्म देवानाम आनंदा ते शतम कर्म देवानाम आनंदा स एको देवानाम आनंदा ते शतम देवानाम आनंदा स एक इंद्रस्यानंदा ते शतम इंद्रस्यानंदा स एको बृहस्पतिरानंदा ते शतम बृहस्पतिरानंदा स एकः प्रजापतिरानंदः ते शतम स एको बृहस्पतिरानंदः ते शतम बृहस्पतिरानंदः स एकः प्रजापतिरानंदः ते शतम प्रजापतिरानंदः स एको ब्रह्मण आनंदः. Taittiriya Upanishad, chapter 2, verse 8. Very long. What does this Ved mantra say? Suppose there's a young man in the prime of his youth, most learned, most strongly built, most virtuous, everything you could think about most. In Hindi, when someone has an excess of something, the word van is put. Van, behind it. Dhanavan, very wealthy. Balwan, very strong, etc. So all the one you can think about, he has it. Now, supposing the rule of the entire world, filled with all the wealth and opulence, were to be given to that young man. He alone ruling the whole world, with all the wealth and opulence. Plus, the subjects love him. They're very favorable. Long ago, in Satyug, one king ruled the whole universe. For millions of years, Ambarish, Prahlad, Dhruv, etc. One king. Prahlad, after attaining the Lord came as Nrsimha Bhagavan, he told Prahlad to rule the world for one manvantar. 306,720,000 years. One king. It's Satyug. In this Kalyug, many countries have kings and queens, etc. Nowadays, very few. There are some kings and queens still, but they don't have much power. Just name. They are presidents, prime minister, but not everybody is favorable to them. Some love them and some want them to die. But in this case, that young man, he is the king of the whole world, filled with all the opulences, all the wealth, and all the subjects love him. He would be considered to be the happiest man in the world. Vedas say. Now the happiness of such a king, multiplied hundreds of times, is equal to the happiness of one Manav Gandharva. This is the first class of heavenly happiness. Gandharva, these are heavenly musicians. They sing, dance, play instrument. No one in the world can equal them, not even Lata Mangeshkar. These are heavenly, Gandharva. The happiness of one Madhav Gandharva, multiplied hundreds of times, is equal to the happiness of one Dev Gandharva. A little higher. The happiness of one Dev Gandharva, multiplied hundreds of times, is equal to the happiness of one of the Pitris. There's an abode called Pitrilok, where their ancestors reside. It's a heavenly place also. So the happiness of one of the Pitris, the ancestors, living in the Pitrilo. The happiness of one of the Pitris, multiplied hundreds of times, is equal to the happiness of one Ajana today, one who is born in heaven as a Devata. The happiness of one Ajana today, multiplied hundreds of times, is equal to the happiness of one Karmadev. The happiness of one Karmadev, multiplied hundreds of times, is equal to the happiness of one Devata. Devata. Agni, the god of fire. Vayu, the god of wind. Kuber, the god of wealth. Devata. The happiness of one Devata, multiplied hundreds of times, is equal to the happiness of Indra, the king of heaven, Raja. The happiness of Indra, multiplied hundreds of times, is equal to the happiness of Brihaspati, the Guru, the preceptor of the Devatas. The happiness of Brihaspati, multiplied hundreds of times, is equal to the happiness of Prajapati. And the happiness of Prajapati, multiplied hundreds of times, is equal to the happiness of Brahma, the creator, the one with forehead, Brahma. But even in the abode of Brahma, there is no true happiness. Look, we just discussed there is zero happiness in this world. Zero. I give you the definition of what happiness is. Nothing in this world can give us that. People are billionaires and they commit suicide. Billionaires, trillionaires. So there's no happiness. So zero. Now I told you multiplying. Multiply by 100. Zero multiply by 100. Zero. Zero multiply by 1,000. Zero. Zero multiply by 1,000,000. Zero. Zero multiply by 1,000,000,000,000. Zero. No matter how many times you multiply by zero, equals zero. And the highest heavenly region, Brahmalok, Satyalok, there is no happiness. Because it's only the happiness of this material world multiplied a number of times. In Gita, Shri Krishna says, Brahma bhuvanaloka punaravartinorjuna mam pijatu kaunteya punarjanmana vidyate. Chapter 8, verse 16, Gita. All these heavenly regions, from the abode of Brahma, they are destructible. There's a time limit. 311 trillion and 40 million years, but there's a limit. Time limit. It has an end. It's destructible. And only upon attaining God, Sri Krishna, one does not come back in this material world and suffer. So the aim is God realization, not to go to heaven. We have been to heaven uncountable times. We, Jivatma. I told you, beginningless. We have no beginning. God is not senior to us. The Vedas say, Amritasya putraha. Every living being is a child of God. He is our father, our mother, our parent. But it's the same age. In the material world, have you ever seen a parent and a child being the same age? Impossible. Impossible in the material world. But in the divine world, God, our true mother and father, and we, the Jivatma, are the same age. Eternal, beginningless. Never had a beginning. Will never have an end. So we have been rotating in 8.4 million forms of life. In the Ramayana, Bhagwan Shri Ram, in Uttarakhand of the Ramayana, he says to the residents of Ayodhya, Akar chari lakh chaurasi yoni brahmat yah jeev avinashi. The Jivatma, the individual soul, who we are, is avinashi, indestructible, eternal, beginningless. But it keeps rotating in 8.4 million forms of life, according to his action. So in that also we have gone to heaven, we have been devatas. Uncountable time we have attained every position. Uncountable. We have been warned in the Ramayana about this place called heaven. Ek baar Raghunath bulaye, Guru Dvij Purvasi sab aaye. Once in 11,000 years, when the Lord came to Sri Ram in the age of Treta, he stayed 11,000 years. During the time, once he called everyone in Ayodhya and he gave a lecture. Ek baar. Many wonderful things he said. One of them, Bade bhagya manush tan pava, sur durlabh sadgrantha nigava. It is the greatest fortune for the Jivatma, the individual soul, to acquire birth in the human form. Sur durlabh. The devatas cannot get it. They are begging and praying. Sur means Devata, Agni, Indra, Vayu, Kuber. This is Devata. There's a big difference between Devata and Bhagavan. A lot of us don't know the difference. Big difference. Devata is material. We become Devatas. Shri Krishna says in Gita, Yanti Devata Devan Pitte Yanti Pitte Pada Bhutani Yanti Bhuteja Yanti Madhyajino Pima. Chapter 9, verse 25, Gita. Those who worship Devatas, celestial gods, Devatas, they will go to heaven, they will become Devatas. Those who worship the Pitris, the ancestors, they will go to the abode of the ancestors for some time. Those who worship Bhut and Pret, ghosts and spirits, tamasic being, they will become bhoot and pret, ghosts and spirits. And those who worship Bhagavan, God, Shri Krishna, will go to Shri Krishna. So, Devatas, they want to get this and they can't. Why? Sadhana dwar moksha. Because in this, only the human body we can do sadhana, we can do bhakti. Devatas cannot do. This is the doorway to becoming free from this material world, this human body. Shri Ram, the Lord is saying. Then he says, Ehi tan kar phal vishayana bhai swargahu swarpa anta dukkadai. Hey, listen carefully. This human body, which is so valuable and so difficult to attain, after billions of lifetimes we get a chance. Kabahuk kari karuna nardehi deta isha binuhe tu sanehi. Again, Bhagavan Shri Ram is saying to the residents of Ayodhya, very rare, very seldom, does the Supreme Lord, who loves the individual soul without any self-interest, bestow upon it birth in the human form. This is not so easy to get. We don't understand the value of what we have, this human birth. So he says, look, even Devatas are praying and can't get it. It was not given to you just to enjoy sensual pleasures. Vishayana bhai, just to have a good time. Nor was it given to go to heaven. Why? Swarga, swarga. Because there's no true happiness. As I just told you in detail from Taittiriya Upanishad, it's only the happiness of this material world multiplied a number of times. And since there is zero happiness here, zero there. This is why the Lord is saying, Swargahu swarga. There's no true happiness. And the worst part, anta dukkadai. It ends in suffering. Suffering. The Vedas tell us, avidyaya mantare vartamana swayam thira panditam manyamana janghanyamana paryanti mudha andhe naivaniyamana yathandha. Mundak Upanishad, first Mundak, second Kand, 8th mantra. The Vedas are saying, they who have read a lot of scriptures, people read a lot of books and they think they know everything. I have read Gita, I have read Ramayana, I have read Bhagavad, I have read some Upanishad. They consider themselves to be very wise and misinterpret. Look, these are divine words. The scriptures are called Parokshavad. Parokshavad means there's a deeper hidden meaning. These are divine words, whereas Gita, Ramayana, Bhagavad, Ved, these are all divine. To understand divine words, you have to have divine mind, divine intellect. This is why the Vedas are saying, Acharyavan Purusho Hi Ved. Don't read by yourself, you'll get confused. You'll give a wrong interpretation. Go to the Acharya. Go to the saint, one who's attained God. Let him tell you what's written in the scriptures. You're going to get proud. So these people who think they know everything, they consider themselves to be very wise. Pandit, very wise, means wise here. And misinterpret the scriptures, saying that the scriptures are teaching us to enjoy the world, to go to heaven, etc. They are fools. Mudha. Mudha means fools, they are fools. And those who believe them, and follow them is a case of blind leading the blind. Andhe naiva niyamana yathantha. If you know little Hindi, you know andhe means blind. Somebody wants to come to River Range Ranch. I told tonight there is a satsang. He's living about 3 miles from here in the junction. He's standing there, but he's blind. He says, anybody, please help me. I want to go to River Range Ranch. I heard there's satsang tonight, the Swamiji is there. Can someone help me to go? So there's another blind man who thinks he doesn't know I am blind. Let me make a fool out of him. He says, hey blind man, hey Sultas, hold my hand, I will take you to River Range Ranch. One blind man holds the hand of another blind man and they start walking. You think they're going to reach? They'll die if you do this. This is what we do in the world. We are blind and we follow others who are as blind as us. Everybody wants to be Guruji. What Guru even means, nobody knows. But everybody is a Guruji in the Kali Yuga. Guru. Guru. What does Guru mean? Gum Rauti iti Guru. Gnati Jnana iti Guru. Girati Ajnana iti Guru. 3 definitions in the scriptures for Guru. Gu means Andhakar. Darkness, the darkness of ignorance. Greed, anger, jealousy, hatred, lust. In other words, Maya. Gu means Maya. And Ru means Prakash. Light. Not the light of the bulb. Divine light of God. Divine knowledge, divine bliss. God. So one who can take away Maya, Gu, and give us Ru, Bhagavan, he is a Guru. And who can take away Maya? Shri Krishna says, besides me, nobody. Daivi Hisha Gunamai Mama Maya Duratyaya Mame Vaye Prapadyante Maya Metantarantite. Chapter 7, verse 14, Gita. Shri Krishna says Maya is a divine power and it's a power that belongs to him. He says, Meri Maya, Mama Maya. It's my power. So no one, no Jnani, Rishi, Muni, Yogi, no one can cross Maya by himself. How to cross Maya? Mame Vaye Prapadyante. The word Ev means only. Shri Krishna says only the one who completely surrenders to him can become free from Maya. In other words, only when Shri Krishna tells Maya to leave, it is his power. So someone who is equal to Shri Krishna, and who is that? The one we call a saint, bona fide saint. One who has seen God, attained God, not because I'm wearing orange clothes, yellow clothes, long beard, no hair, it means I'm Guru. No. I read a few books and I'm Guruji. No, bhaiya. Doesn't mean, Guruji doesn't mean that. Tulsidas says in the Ramayana, Laki Suvesha Jagavanchaka Jeu Vesha Pratapa Puji Ahideu. Because we can't see on the inside, we're not antaryami, we judge externally. How a person dress, what they eat, how they speak, how they behave. We look outwardly. And because of that, instead of worshiping saint, we end up worshiping fake imposters. This is the Kali Yuga. Sheep, wolves in sheep clothing. Lots of people are pretending to be Guru just to make chela. How much more chela I can make? This is a whole aim. A true Guru doesn't do that. He doesn't care for Chela. He's come in this world to uplift us, to help us, not to make Chela and show how great he is. Or why do you want to come in this world? All you do is get bad name, abuse. And look at history. Whenever saints have come in this world, Tulsidas, Surdas, Tukaram, Gaurang Mahaprabhu, Jagadguru Kripalu Mahaprabhu, whenever saints have come, what did we do? We curse, we criticize, poison, beat them, give them a bad name, throw them in jail, what we did not do. This is what happens when saints come. We think, oh, if only I was there when Gaurang Mahaprabhu, we were there. Did we accept? No. Now we were thinking if I was there, we were there. At that time we just give propaganda. He's showing off that he's a great punk. Whenever saints, you think people say that, in the Christian religion they say Christ is coming again. Let's suppose he really comes one day. Do you think they're going to fall on his feet? They'll sling him up again. Put him on the cross and nail him again. Or something. Because whenever saints come in this world, they're going to tell us, hey, you're wrong. And we're not willing, we're not going to listen. How dare you say, who are you? You're misinterpreting the scriptures. Who? Really? Who gave you the authority? Let's get rid of him. Give him a brand name, propaganda. But this is what happens. So, blind leading the blind. This is what's happening in this country. We judge externally. External things. What somebody eat. What does it have to do with who is, if someone is God, realize what you eat, what you dress, what you wear. What does it have to do with the inner soul? Nothing. God comes in the world, he behaves just like us. When he came as Sri Krishna, as Sri Ram, did he behave differently? Just like us. Eat, drink, sleep, get married, have children. We judge also. You think we spared them? No. Everybody knew that Sita was pure. She had given the Agni Pariksha to prove that she was pure. Everyone knew in Ayodhya. Not only that, there are many Ramayana, and all are exuberant in the knowledge that everyone who lived in Ayodhya during the descent of the Lord Sri Ram was God realized. How then did that Dhobi, who according to Ramayana is God realized, abuse and accuse the Lord of accepting back Sita in the home after she had lived in the home of another man? It didn't stop him. Even though she had proven to be pure, that Ram had to give up Sita. And when he came as Sri Krishna, hey Bhagwan, nobody going to accept. Don't think you're going to see Bhagwan and fall happily in love. जाकी रही भावना जैसी प्रभु मूर्ति देखी तीन तैसी. Tulsidas Maharaj says, when we meet divine entities, whether it's God or a saint, how we are on the inside, so we're going to see them on the outside. We're going to judge them just like ourselves. In other words, when we see divine entities, we're going to see them just like ourselves, with all the faults and all the shortcomings. If we are divine, we see divine. If we are tamasic and we meet a divine entity, God or a saint, very bad man, very bad. We are rajasic in nature, we meet God or a saint, I know he likes money, he likes power. We are sattvic in nature. We have high and noble thoughts. Oh, we meet God or a saint, very nice man, very good, better than me, but good, that's all. And God and the saints are beyond even Satvakun. Satvakun is still Maya. How are we going to? How are we going to benefit? Only when they shower their grace upon us. How do you recognize a saint and benefit from him? Only when Bhagavan will shower his grace. Ava mohibha bharosa hanumanta binu hari kripa milahe nahi santa. Vibhishana said to Hanumanji, "Oh Hanuman, I have full faith. Only because the Lord showered his grace upon me, I am able to meet a saint, Hanuman, I am able to meet you. Otherwise, impossible. We may meet, we are not going to benefit. Instead, we will curse, abuse, we will commit nama. Anyhow. So, again the Vedas say, Ishta purtam manamana varishtham nanya chheyo vedayante pramudha Nakasya prishtete suptena bhutimam lokam hinitaram vavishanti. Mundak Upanishad, first Mundak, second content mantra. The Vedas say people who want to go to heaven, Swami, and they perform action to go there, they're not only ordinary fools, but the greatest fools. The word murg in Sanskrit, in Hindi, murg, fool. And in Sanskrit, when you put the prefix pra before a word, it means the greatest. Why? So Sri Krishna tells us in Gita, Tetam bhuktva svargalokam vishalam kshine punye madhyalokam vishanti evam tai dharma panna kata katan kam kamalabhante. Chapter 9 verse 21 Gita. When we perform dharma, and not in Kali, impossible in Kali. No one can do dharma in Kali. Sometimes it doesn't sound nice when we hear true philosophy. I'm not saying. Shri Krishna is saying to Uddhav in Bhagavad Mahapurana, Dharma sampadhyate shadbhi radharmastu viparyayaha. 11 Canto, 21st chapter, 15th verse. Bhagavan Krishna says to Uddhav, there are 6 conditions, shadbhi. 6 conditions to fulfill in order to perform dharma. And all impossible in Kali. Briefly, I am not going to detail tonight. It will take days to go into detail. 6. Desh, Kal, Padarth, Karta, Mantra, Vidhi. 6. Number 1, Desh. Sthan. You're going to perform a yajna. How? Where are you going to do it? Anywhere. In Mandir. The place where you're going to perform that yajna, that havan, nothing should ever have been done wrong there. Nothing. Pure place. Where are you going to find? This is the Kali. Where are you going to find that place that Mandir was built? You know what happened there before? You don't know. Desh, Kal, time. The time that you're going to perform that dharma, that yajna, has to be according to the auspicious time. Correctly fixed. Again, Kali, very difficult in Kali. The muhurt, to accurately calculate that muhurt, auspicious time. Number 3, padarth. The wealth that you're going to use to buy the samagri, the material, etc., to give dakshina. What wealth are you going to use? The money I have. Veda say, Shuklam yad dravyam tasmad yagyamitam. Veda. Shuklam means that wealth has to be pure. What is pure wealth? The money I have is pure? No. I'll give you an idea.
Let's suppose it. You're working for the government. You're supposed to work 8 hours in the day. You honestly work 8 hours. You don't try to cheat even a few minutes. You honestly work the 8 hours every day. Now, when you get paid after the week, fortnight, month, you get paid. From that money that you get paid, you take out 10%. It's called dashansh. First, you honestly pay your income tax. You don't cheat there also. Whatever tax you have to pay the government, you honestly take it out. You don't try to hide and say this thing and that thing and no. Honestly. Then 10%. There's something called dhan. According to Manusmriti and other scriptures, we are supposed to give 10% of our earning in charity. This is a divine, this is a debt we owe to Bhagavan, to God. So you work honestly. How much time you are supposed to give? You give the tax, you took out 10% and give in charity, and then you pay your tax honestly. What remains? Then it is shukran. Impossible in Kali. The samagri, there's so much mixture. How are you going to get pure samagri? Number 4, karta. The person who is performing the yajna, the priest, has to have a perfect knowledge of Sanskrit and has to be completely honest. Almost a saint. And to pronounce, I'll come to that next one. Number 5, briefly I'm going. Mantra is a big one. If there is the slightest mispronunciation in a swara, not word, not letter, swara. Swara means this is swara. Just the pronunciation of a swara in that Vedic mantra, instead of getting gain, instead of getting benefit, you get harm. There's a katha in the Vedas. Dushta shabda swarato varnato va mithya pariktu natham arthamaha sava vajram yajamana vinasti yathendra shatru swarato paradha. This Ved katha, it says there was a Rakshas who was the enemy of Indra. He wanted to kill Indra, the king of heaven. So he forcibly caught hold of some rishis and munis and made them the purohit, the priest, to perform this yajna, this havan, and to kill Indra. In that yajna, that havan, there was a mantra. Indra shatur vivardhasva. The meaning of this mantra, let Indra be destroyed, killed. Now, this Rakshas, demonic person, had no knowledge of Sanskrit. And he was forcing the rishis and munis to perform this yajna. So they changed one swara. The letters remain, the words remain the same. He just changed one swara. So in the beginning, Indra shatur vivardhasva. This is the original one. Indra, instead of going high, he went low in the beginning. Indra shatur vivardhasva. It sounds the same. Now there's a big change. Now the whole meaning changed. Let Indra be victorious. And that Rakshas was killed. While dying, he said, "Hey Vishnu, this is a grave injustice. I perform a yajna that Indra should be killed and I am dying. I am being killed." Bhagwan Vishnu said, "Bhaiya, your purohits, your priests, they changed the swar in one of the mantra. Well, then they should get punishment. No, the judgmanam hinasti, the judgment gets harmed. Mantra. And number 6, vidhi, the laws governing that yajna has to be in strict accordance with the Vedas. All impossible in Kali. If one can do that, fulfill the 6 conditions, if you can do, there are people who will still say, I can do it. You acquire something called punya, spiritual merits. Punya. This determines which heaven you will go to by doing yajna, havan, etc. All you get punya. Don't get bhakti. In bhakti, all this thing does not apply. Karma ka, Vedic rites and rituals, there's something called vidhi, laws that you have to follow, nishad, prohibited that you cannot do. Vedas are filled. 80,000 mantras, karma ka. Any mistake, big trouble. Bhakti, Bhagwan just looks to see how much love you have, that's all. Make all the mistake, he doesn't care. वो देखते हैं कितने प्रेम से, how much love you say my name. That's all he's looking for. Valmiki didn't go in say Ram, he said Mara, dear pain Bhagwan. But as bhakti, that's not karma kan. There's a big difference. So karma kan will give heaven. Your choir punya, as I said, impossible in Kali. In Satyug, etc., you are able to do. This determines which heaven will go and for how long. But Sri Krishna is saying, having gone to the heavenly regions and enjoying the pleasures of heaven, once you go there, what happens? Kshine punya. That punya starts destroying. You put money in the bank, 100,000 rand. And every week you take out, you withdraw 10,000 rand, have a nice party. 10 weeks if you withdraw, money is finished. You go to the bank and you write a withdrawal slip, 10,000 rand. The bank clerk looks and says, hey, you don't have money in your account. Hey lady, I deposited 100,000 rand in this bank. Yes, you did, sir. Look, this is your deposit. These are your withdrawal. Balance 0. You mean I have become a beggar? Yes. In the same way, when we go to heaven and we start enjoying, slowly, the punya starts destroying also. And one day it will become 0. And then what will happen? Martyalokam vishanti will be kicked out of heaven. Karma has become 0. You can't stay. And now, remember, we have nothing to come back here with 0. We're going to lose this valuable human birth also. That Vedic mantra I told you, Ishta Murtam, Mundak Upanishad, first Mundak, second and 10th mantra, it says, He Nataram Bhavishanti will be thrown into lower forms of life. He alone in it. In other words, after enjoying in heaven, as a devata, will be thrown into the womb of dog, cat, donkey, worm, tree, grass. One day we are enjoying in heaven as a devata, a celestial being, and next day you're in the body of a worm. Can you understand the suffering? This is why Bhagwan Shri Ram is saying in the Ramayana, it ends in suffering. And many people want to go to heaven. We don't even know. We call ourselves Hindus, we have no idea what is written in the scriptures. No idea. Now we read and we think we understand. You understand according to your intellect. It doesn't mean that is what the scripture is saying. These are divine words. For every word in the Vedas, you can get thousands of meanings. These are divine words. Whether it's Gita, whether it's Ramayana, whether it's Ved, whether it's Bhagavad. To understand divine words, we have to have divine mind, divine intellect. We have to go to the true Guru. Let him tell us what is written there. Or else we're going to make a mess. So, there's nothing there. This is why the Vedas are saying, not only an ordinary fool, but the greatest fool. Why are you going to go and enjoy for a few days and next day in the womb of our work? A stray dog, a tree, a grass. I still want to go. I still want to go. Uncountable time we have been here. We have to come back and start all over and rotate in the 8.4 million forms of life. So our ultimate aim, how are we going to attain happiness? Only by attaining God, Shri Krishna. Because Shri Krishna is happiness. Anando Brahmeti Vajanat. Taittiriya Upanishad chapter 3 verse 6. The Vedas say Shri Krishna is Anand, bliss, happiness. And only by attaining it. And how can we attain it? So, we want happiness. Bhagwan Shri Ram tells us. This part of the Ramayana is very important. Shri Ram himself is given lecture. This is called Ram Gita. He says, Jao parlok yaha sukha chao suni mama bachana hridaya dirhagahu. He says, Bhaiya, you want to get happiness after you leave here, parlok, and while you are here also, yaha. You don't have to wait until we leave. Right here, you're going to get happiness. True happiness. Infinite happiness. If you want to attain that supreme happiness, true happiness, then he says, listen to my words deep in your heart. Very carefully. Suni mama bachana hridaya dirhagau. And now I'm not making this chopaya, but I'm telling you, you can go and research it afterwards. Uttarkand of the Ramayana, Bhagwan is giving lecture. He called everyone in Ayodhya. So listen carefully, he says, Sarala sukhad yah marag bhai bhakti mori puran shruti gai. The path to attain happiness here and after we leave here also. It is very easy. Sarala. Very easy. Or sukhad is a giver of happiness. There is no hard work, no punishment. Saral sukhad yahamara. What is it? Mori bhakti, the path of bhakti, love in God. Mori bhakti, Purana shruti gai, that all the Puranas, all the Vedas, all the scripture glorify the path of bhakti. Bhakti means love. The path of love in God. Love in Shri Krishna. And what is hard about that path? Bhakka. Shri Ram is saying, Kahahu bhakti path kavana prayasa. What hard? What is so hard to do bhakti? Kavana prayasa. Joganamak japa tapa upavasa. You don't have to do yoga. Yoga means yam, niyam, asana, pranayam, pratyahar, dharana, dhyan, samadhi. Can't do it. Mak means havan, yajna. Jap, do in the name of God indeed. Joganamak japa tapa, austerities, upavas, fasting. No, don't have to do anything. Bas prem karo. Just love. Saral swabhav naman kutilai yatha labh santosh sadai. Wake up if you've fallen asleep. Saral swabhav, simple heart. God loves simplicity. Anytime you think you're too wise and you're too smart and too cunning, nobody can outsmart me. We think we can outsmart Bhagwan too. Bhagwan loves simplicity, naivety. The one who thinks I'm the most foolish. I don't know anything. Ye Bhagwan ko pehle milega. He's going to find Bhagwan first and foremost. Because waha buddhi nahi lagayenge. Chal kapat, he's not going to apply and why is this a Bhagwan? Why is this written in Gita? Why is it written in Ramayana? Why is this written in Ved? Doubt everywhere. And Shri Krishna says in Gita, Sanchayatma vinashyati. As soon as doubt will come in the heart, in the mind, everything is destroyed. Those who think we know, we have, in Bhagavad Mahapuran, Shri Krishna says, either the very foolish, the Bhagavad says, either the very foolish person or the truly wise can attain God. The very foolish, because he doesn't think I know. There's no abhiman, no ego. And the very wise, he knows I know nothing. But the one in between, we people who think we know everything, very difficult right now. Very difficult. Everywhere, chal, kapat, buddhi, we applied intellect everywhere. It's very difficult. Doubt, everywhere doubt. So he says, sarala swabhav. There should be no kutilai, crookedness. Or yathala santosha sadai. However, whatever you have, be happy. Don't think and keep thinking this will make me happy. Whatever little you have, santosh. Be happy. Whatever I get in this world is I deserve it because I have done things in my past life. Shri Krishna says, I give you free will. Karma nivadhikaraste. I give you the right to perform action, free will. But ma phaleshu kadachana. I don't give you the right to determine the fruit. Shri Krishna is given the fruit. If I love God, if I claim to be a bhakt, a devotee, then whatever Shri Krishna gives, he's the one who's given the fruit. I will take it as prasad. Worst of worst prasad. Jai ho, Jai Shri Krishna. A true devotee does not complain. That's why Bhagwan Shri Ram says to Shabari, Ashtam jatha labh santosha sapne hu nahi dekhahi pardosha. Shabari, the eighth type of devotion is to be contented. Whether in gain or loss, whether you have, you don't have, contented. I am happy, whatever I have, Jai Shri Krishna. The one who's given the fruit is Bhagwan. If I love Bhagwan, whatever he gives me is prasad. And not even in dream to look at the faults of others. Look at our own fault, fix our own self, don't fix anybody. Everybody on the Maya is bad. What is going to help you looking to see who is so bad? When we ourselves are so bad, every moment we're thinking wrong things. Instead, look at our own faults and try to fix our own faults. So this is the one, to be contented, to be saral swabhav, simple in thought. Not to have ego and all these things. To be free from that. Very easily we'll attain Shri Krishna, we'll attain the aim of true life and true bhakti. That's the only way we'll attain true everlasting happiness. There's much more some other time. Bole Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai, Srimad Satguru Sarkar ki jai, Radha Rani ki jai, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe. I know the time is supposed to finish 8 o'clock, but we started a little bit late. And we have with us